I've been watching you a while since you walked into my life. Monday morning, when first I heard you speak to me, I was too shy to let you know, much too scared to let my feelings show, but you shielded me, and that was the beginning. Now at last we can talk in another way, and though I try, I love you, it's just so hard to say. If I only could be strong and say the words I feel.
A world of unbroken memories slumber at the depths of your consciousness. Cosmos has sensed this and recreated it. This world, it is also Cosmos memory as well.
Cosmos memory? No, that's not.
Memories do not belong solely to one person, and they are not fixed to just one location. That stream of energy is the consciousness known as Udu.
What? Udu?
Udu was the source of the space-time anomaly that engulfed Milsha 14 years ago. What you just saw was a vision of the future, where Udu encounters Cosmos in the form in which she was meant to be.
Wandering wills, come to the cradle
within you.
Chief!
I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
Maybe you haven't completely recovered yet.
I'm fine. It's nothing, really.
Chief?
It's okay. I'm just a little lightheaded.
Huh?
That boy. That's Abel.
It's coming. Abel's Ark.
Massive gravity fluctuations! Surface anomalies forming in space-time!
Impossible! That defies all laws of physics!
Shooting mouse, the numbers are completely inconsistent. I can't get a clear reading. Whatever it is, it's huge!
The amplitude! The hell? It's like a tidal wave! The readings are increasing! It's entering outer space! Captain! Straight ahead! There it is!
Gnosis!
Cosmos. So, this is your... Ye shall be as gods. Disarming. Subconscious domain protection.
I see. Maybe it's a memory from when this land was alive. This must be Lost Jerusalem. Where is she? In this casket? Chaos! Who is in this casket? Chaos? Oh, it moves. What? This is... It's Cosmos. No, wait. She's human. She looks just like Cosmos and Telos. Kevin must have used her as the model when he first built them. She's so beautiful. She looks like she's sleeping.
When the path to lost Jerusalem is opened, Cosmos will awaken. That's wonderful. I'm thrilled that you'll finally be entering the stage.
Now, let us begin. Restore what was once rightfully mine.
is gone, and the night is still so dark. I'm a little bit afraid of tomorrow. But I will go. I'll go over. I will go.
Let's try and find out who I am and why you are here. Let's look for the answers together. Cosmos. Xian.
Is that Hebrew? No, maybe it's ancient Aramaic. Behold the great... I don't know, I can't read it!
And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone from the door and sat upon it.
Wow, you can read it?
No, I recognize it. They're exactly the same words that I've seen before. It was recorded and stored in Daddy's Y data.
Mizrahi's?
Look out! Junior, look at the letters on the wall.
Damn, it's already started.
Wait, what's going on?
That's Levanima. Why? You mean you pilot ESs as well?
Look at that! Over there!
That's Abel! Our ESs!
Impossible. How'd he transfer them?
I had a feeling it wouldn't be a good idea to leave them in your hands any longer. They all appear to have awakened, so I'll go ahead and retrieve them from you. You don't mind, do you, Yeshua?
is that?
What the hell is that?
That thing. That's Zarathustra?
Shion, your will is even stronger than I expected. You are truly worthy of being the Maiden. Now I will make use of that power.
Please, wait. Shion is still...
I told you to stand down, Kevin. Cosmos failed, and you lost Telos as well. Even the Maiden with the key has left you. Acknowledge the truth. You were unable to fulfill your role.
You're Wilhelm? What is Vector's CEO doing here?
That is one of the phrases that defines me. However, words give people many forms. Vector's CEO, head of Hyams, Ormus Patriarch, the Federation Executive Committee Director. All of those are nothing more than phrases that define me. They each define me, yet none of them are me. So far, the only one who can define me is you, Yeshua. Now, Shion, I'd like to start Zarathustra with the key you hold.
I have no intention of doing that.
I expected you to say that. You foolishly chose your death over restoring your time with Kevin. The preciousness of limited life, the beauty of death. You're intoxicated by that narcissism. It's such an incredibly human choice. But unfortunately, your life doesn't matter to me at this point. All I need is your power as the Maiden, the Key, and Mary. Are you perhaps bewildered? Zarathustra is one of the systems created by people in ancient times. It was used to ascend to the realm of God. It was orchestrated by Mary, and its power source was you. Right, Yeshua? But it didn't turn out the way they expected. God did not permit mankind's actions. So in order to prevent the destruction of the universe, I bestowed upon it a certain role. That's right, Yeshua. The destruction you will bring.
Chaos? Who are you?
Everything that makes up this universe is connected by the collective subconscious. Redoing everything from nothing by acting upon that collective subconscious and sending everything into the flow of imaginary time. This is the role I gave to the Eternal Circle, Zarathustra. Udu is God himself. The two Abels exist as Udu's observational terminals for this lower domain. In order to assure the continuation of our world, we must seal them away. We will cover the eyes of God, remove his influence from this world, and effect the recurrence of wills through Zarathustra. And that is precisely the reason why I exist. Shion, you are the Maiden. When you use your key, Mary can lead the wills from throughout the entire universe to Zarathustra.
You're wasting your time. I have no intention of activating a system like this. Besides, mankind doesn't want that. We're all fighting to live this moment.
Are you sure? Large numbers of wills have already gathered here on their own. They all reject the world as it is now and wish for days long past.
That can't be. There's no way everyone will reject the universe.
The Gnosis.
Yes. Gnosis are the form of people who have rejected others and the world. They seek salvation. Faced with being overcome with loneliness and fading away, they choose instead to return everything to the beginning. Mary and I shall give them what they seek. The eternal recurrence. Are you ready to help now?
You must be joking. No, I'll never do what you say.
I see. That's too bad, for I am not as kind as Kevin.
Shion!
Stop it! What are you doing to her?
I told you. I have no interest in what happens to her, and I don't care. I only need her desire to use the key, even if I have to force her. That is the reason why she is here.
Shion.
No, don't! Cosmos! Stop right there! Mary!
No, stop!
That's right. You can't defy me. This fate has been destined right from the time you sealed Anima. How does it feel to be betrayed by someone you once trusted, Shion? In order to save you, Mary intends to ignore your will and activate Zarathustra.
No!
Very good. You have done well. With this, we will be able to live forever.
Cosmos!
In my long-forgotten cloistered sleep, someone kissed me, whispering words of love. Is it just the longing of my heart? Such a moment of such peace. Where do all the tears come from to my eyes with no memories? Why should I cry? I can never rest my soul until you call my name. You call my name. You call my name. Call my soul from the
All phenomena are moving forward as specified by this compass of order. As for the rest, gather the necessary factors and wait for the other one to awaken.
Your Eminence. Is that what you look like?
That's right. Are you surprised? You've served me well all this time, but it seems your faith was too strong. Overly strong faith clouds the eyes. You are no longer able to see what you should. But perhaps that is still good, in its own way.
Your Eminence.
You probably don't know the origin of Ormus, so I shall tell you. Ormus was born approximately 6,000 years ago. It began from the death of the man you worship as your lord. Officially, it existed to convey the man's existence to coming generations, but its true purpose was to manage the words he passed on. The program you call Lemigeton is, in fact, those words. It's a failsafe installed by God that can cause this universe to dissipate. Though it appears the man you call your lord didn't know that. Of course, that was to be expected, for those were the words of Yeshua. To protect the universe from dissipation, I created an organization to manage and watch over those words. That's Ormus's true objective. Not just the words, but also the artifacts of God passed down from ancient times. All of them are beyond human control.
Are you saying our devout wish to return to lost Jerusalem is all a lie?
Yes, exactly. You needed words, faith, to define who you are. What were you planning on doing once you returned to that place? It disappeared because it was fated to. Because of human action.
Then all we've done so far, all we've worked for, was meaningless?
It wasn't meaningless. As long as you, yourself, believe it wasn't meaningless. After all, that's why I've continued to exist.
You're the Federation matter at this point. We have no reason to fight you.
No reason to fight? Do you know what this place is?
This place?
You set foot on this land without knowing anything about it? This land is the birthplace of Ormus.
The birthplace of Ormus?
Yes. Those born in this land were called the people of Zohar. The Zohar project, which your Federation pursued so vehemently, was originally brought into the world by us.
So that is the heritage you care so much about?
The people of Zohar arrived to this planet after their long wandering journey. We were the people who protected the Zohar and the relics of God for generations. The Federation usurpers realized the potential of the Zohar and invaded this planet, killing its people in order to obtain the Zohar. And the result is this. The current state of this planet is the manifestation of your Federation's ego and desires. We swore revenge and vowed to restore this land so we may return to our fatherland. It is the destiny of my people who've lived on with the Zohar. It is the word of our God.
Excuse me, but these people are highly qualified soldiers.
These people? You're treating equipment like people?
Oh, you really shouldn't say things like that. These people have the same intellect and emotions as us. And the Miltia Charter clearly spelled out the basic human rights of Realians when it was ratified in 4763.
What a load of crap. Get off your soapbox. You act noble and preach about humanity, but in the end, they're just equipment as far as your company's concerned. Or maybe more like merchandise.
We don't treat them anything like equipment or merchandise.
Then why do you categorize them as weapons-grade Realians? How much more evidence do you need than that? Whatever you care to call them, they're nothing but tools of warfare. Besides, I know your little secret. You guys have an emergency override code to control them, don't you?
It doesn't matter. It has all been a sacred sacrifice, so that I may transcend Udu.
What's the point?
I imagine you heard from Sellers. I am the first human being to make contact with Udu through the transfer experiment. I obtained this power then, but along with it, I was implanted with an inescapable fear. I trembled before that fear. I struggled against it and ran. And eventually, I realized that this fear was in fact what shackles people to the human realm. And to overcome that fear requires the power of a god. I sought divine power, and learned it would be granted if the relics of God were brought together as one. That's why I've come here to Mictum. Now I will transcend the fear of God. I will surpass God's existence. I will obtain Zarathustra that sleeps on Mictum, and ascend to a higher plane, to the realm of God.
All of those waves. So, when you made contact with them, you were already infected.
Infected? You don't mean me. Nonsense. This is power. This is the power to surpass God. Yes, and this is only a fraction of my true power. You don't really think that you alone can stop this power, do you?
I'd like to ask you something. What is Udu exactly? Why were you URTVs created? To fight it?
Udu is the Unus Mundus Drive Operation System. From the name, it might sound like some UMN control AI. But that thing was not created by human hands.
Yes. That thing? That's no AI. Nothing that simple could have created a space-time anomaly.
Exactly. He just picked the name because it sounded good. At first they tried to make us believe it too. They said it was an artificial consciousness within the UMN that was carrying some kind of dangerous waves. But that was a total lie. Our father, Dmitry Yuriev, knew about it from the start.
And the angel answered and said unto the women, Fear not ye, for I know that ye seek Jesus, which was crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, as he said. That's the only text I can decipher. The rest isn't in my data.
This material, is it crystal? It feels like some sort of crystalline structure.
This structure has the same composition as Shion's pendant. I detect this compound throughout the planet.
It's the same as this pendant?
In other words, it's definitely not a normal room. But this little room is what Ormus wanted to protect?
This is not a dead end. I detect a large energy source from beyond this room.
But there's nothing resembling a passage.
What is this?
Shion?
Someone's calling me.
Hey, Shion, are you okay? You've been looking pretty sick ever since we came to this room.
No.
Shion!
Chief!
Shion.
Who is that? Why do you appear before me? Tell me, who are you?
Shion.
Abel.
This form is what you have defined me as. If you call this form Abel, then I am Abel.
You're Udu, aren't you?
I am just one of the ways that Udu is perceived. Udu wants to know.
Know what?
About the wills that desire a dissipating world. Everything about you. Everything about this world.
I don't know any of that.
Shion, are you feeling pain right now? Is pain a method to recognize yourself? Why do you all seek pain?
I don't know. I don't know either.
You don't know? I don't know as well. No matter how much you hurt yourselves, no matter how much you hurt others, it won't make you feel better. So why? Shion, why do you exist in this world? What does your heart try to see in the abyss of despair? Where is the real you?
The real me? I'm right here. I don't understand. Where am I?
I want to know. What am I? Who will define me? That's right. I'm alone. Only that song heals me.
That's right. He is the only one who heals me. What I want is...
He's a relic from the days when they reanimated the dead. They didn't have disposable realians like we do now.
Are you a military realian?
No, an ex-human.
Ex-human?
A cyborg. An ancient relic. I registered as an organ donor without giving it much thought, and they resurrected me after my death.
That infamous Life Recycling Act, right?
Yeah. The Species Preservation Act came about thanks to the mess that old law caused.
You still haven't told me your name.
It's Ziggurat. 8.
Ziggurat? 8? You're a real human, but your name sounds more like a model number. I know. How about I call you Ziggy instead? Z-I-G-G-Y. It's short for Ziggurat.
Thanks, Dad!
I wanted to get you a real one if I could, but I just couldn't get one.
Oh no, it's great, Dad! He's so cute! Hey, Dad, what's his name? Did you give him one yet?
Nexus 6.
That's just his model number, isn't it? That makes him sound like a robot.
Yeah. I've been here before. It was in the distant past when I was still human.
What?
It was here that I faced off against Voyager. Back when this place was still called Abraxas.
That testament was on this planet too?
Yes. Voyager was born here. And it was here that he transformed and ceased to be human.
Still suffering, even now, aren't you? Time stopped for you on that day. You can never escape from it. If you'd heeded my warning and became a testament together with me, you wouldn't have had to suffer like that.
Ziggy! A testament?
Why are you so surprised? The same applies to all of you. You, and you. All of you possess the characteristics to become one of us. He knows that, and has been observing you all this time.
Welcome, Weaver of the Eternal Circle of Zarathustra.
Why are you so surprised? The same applies to all of you. You, and you. All of you possess the characteristics to become one of us. He knows that, and has been observing you all this time.
He? Observing what?
Yes, he planted an observational program in a special realian. Didn't you notice him standing by? and watching you for 15 years. Program Kanan, or perhaps I should say, Lactus.
Lactus? That's impossible. That was 100 years ago. Kanan! It's you? You're that Lactus?
Codename Lactus. I was given that name 100 years ago to observe both Voyager and you, Captain.
I became a testament to escape the fear of death and to obtain eternal pleasure. It had nothing to do with you, Xenosaga. The reason I concern myself with you is extremely simple. I just want to enjoy my eternal life along with you. 100 years ago, you ignored my words and ended your own life. That is something I cannot accept.
Is that the reason why you decided to choose this place?
Exactly. This is the place where the curtain was closed. Now, let's move on to the encore. Except this time, I will have the pleasure of finishing you off myself. Just like I did your own son.
Eric!
Commander.
I never really existed at all. 36 years ago, the year after the Zohar incident, which led up to the Miltian conflict, I was brought into this world as a weapon of warfare. It happened all the time back then. Killing was our whole reason for existence. The fortunate ones were those who could adapt to that way of life. Even luckier were those who died on the battlefield. But I was never granted that opportunity. Before I could find some significance to my own life, the war ended. And I was left behind while the world went on. I tried to adapt. But the language I spoke was so different from the rest of the world. I thought the entire world had rejected me. But the commander, it felt like he really needed me. I saw a future for myself in the commander. Or I wanted to, at least. But I had to rely on the drugs to communicate with the rest of the world. It was because I hadn't changed. After everything that happened, I hadn't changed at all.
At this time, the defendant's origins are unknown. That information was lost in the chaos of war, perhaps deliberately, I might add. It could be said that the circumstances surrounding the defendant actually qualify him as a victim of the life recycling law. Therefore, is it right for him to be the first victim of a capital punishment system that had been abandoned for thousands of years? It's true that the defendant must pay for his crimes. But with all the progress we've made in science and the study of the human psyche, surely there must be alternative means by which he can repay society? Please, I ask you to make a merciful and wise decision.
This court hereby sentences the defendant, Andrew Cherenkov, to undergo Level 7 personality reconditioning.
With this ruling, the current you will cease to exist. But it also marks the birth of a brand new world for you. Let us celebrate, shall we?
What is the meaning of this? Why can't we have a child of our own?
Oh, stop it. What could you want to leave behind? Don't tell me you want that abnormal DNA of yours to live on. Nanotechnology is hardly perfect, you know. It still can't correct mutations in genomes.
Are you saying this is my fault?
You're pathetic. A bit of nucleic acid desperately clinging to life. You haven't changed one bit since then. But of course, that's what makes you, you.
But then, why did you marry me?
For this. Do you know how hard I worked for this permit? That's why I volunteered to care for you. What, did you think there was love between us? Please, don't kid yourself. I can get all the love I need with this. Don't forget to take your meds. After all, I'm the one who'll be held responsible if you don't.
In accordance with Federation law, the defendant will now undergo Level 8 personality reconditioning. With this, Defendant 12584's human rights shall be revoked, and henceforth the defendant shall be treated as a life form belonging to the Federation. According to current law, this treatment grants the bearer the same rights and privileges as those of a Realian.
Garbage.
I must admit, I've never seen such a stubborn neural network.
He's even rejected the Level 8 procedure.
In any case, he's still quite valuable to us. We can use him as a test subject for the Level 9 procedure.
So you're the man who murdered every worker in this facility and annihilated 3 squads of Federation Special Forces. I was looking forward to meeting you. But you look like a poor little stray. Is this really your handiwork? A life recycling variant. No wonder the Federation police couldn't handle you. I'll commend you for that. However... reality is cruel, is it not?
Commander Margulis, the 308th Volgata Division is...
I know. We're taking him with us.
Sir, you're not serious.
Yes, this one may be useful.
But...
all you ever wanted in life was to leave behind a legacy. Isn't that right? Now show me the proof of your existence. To me alone. Behold the light that spreads before your eyes. This light once symbolized civilization, the very will of the human race. But what can be gleaned from the light we see today? The people of this world have cast away their will to create, drowning themselves instead in an endless cycle of consumption. What you see now is the deceitful light cast by their stagnant eyes.
The commander. But who's that with him?
The people you've encountered in your lifetime are not people at all. They are less than human, mere sacks of flesh and bone. Only upon the realization of self-will can a person truly be called a man. You chose to reject the false light, refused to succumb to their lies. That's why you never faltered, even after all the personality reconditioning.
The commander underwent personality reconditioning?
Long ago, man was forced to leave behind his homeland. This was brought about by the masses who extinguished the very light that drove their will. So how about it, Cherenkov? Let us rekindle the torch, so that human consciousness may once again be resurrected, for our sake and that of our God.
Now I finally understand. The world didn't reject me. I rejected the world. Shion, I like it here. I'm the only living thing that exists in this place. There's nothing else. No anger, no sadness, no happiness. Not even a future. The only thing that's here is me. And that'll eventually fade away. It feels good. This is exactly what I've been searching for all this time. Shion, you'll eventually find yourself here too. I'm sure of it. It won't be much longer. I know. I can tell.
Because of a certain phenomenon, our world is on the path to destruction. The universe is slowly but surely being destroyed. No one can stop it, even if they had the power of God.
The universe is going to die?
But do not despair. There is one way to save this universe.
And that's eternal recurrence?
If we are fated to die, then we shall stop our history at a certain point and restart it. And we shall repeat that process eternally. How do you feel about our world? What do you want to do with this world that drove you into the pit of despair?
I hate the world. A universe like this one is better off gone. And then I can live in a new universe with Mom.
That's a good answer. You should accomplish that dream. I'd be happy to aid you, Kevin Winnicott.
Peter, Andrew, Boanerges, Thomas, John,
Philip, Matthew, Bartholomew, James, Thaddeus, Simon, Judas.
And the last one?
It appears to say Marian Kind.
Marian Kind. I think I've heard that somewhere.
It means the child of Mary. This is where we store all the really dangerous items. Stuff like this.
Zohars!
Actually, they're all emulators. And they've all been sealed, including the one we just retrieved.
Why are these Zohars here?
That's Omega.
Gathered together the data he needed to create me on Milsha, and then he sent it to Proto Merkaba.
Are you saying that this thing was built for the purpose of creating you?
That wasn't its original purpose. It was created to discover the true form of the universe. The form we ourselves were meant to have.
Originally, this thing, the Song of Nephilim, and the Zohar were a single apparatus. The Gnosis which seek the Zohar are responding to the faint waves that emanate from the sealed-off Milsha. This thing uses the Gnosis as a medium to collect the waves from the Zohar and store the energy it needs in order to operate.
This is... It's... the Zohar? The... Bronia? Feb? Is that you? Xion. Feb, what in the world's going on? What is this place? Why are you here?
This is the cage in which my sisters are held captive. A frigid prison constructed for the Zohar.
A prison? But where are they? I don't see them.
Xion, set them free from this cage. Please, I want you to lift the curse that mankind has placed upon them.
But I don't know where I am. Where is this place? How do I save them? I don't understand any of this.
Soon, you will visit this place. Please, Xion, save Cecily and Kath.
Wait! Fab!
Activating filter defect.
Did we all get pulled into the Chief's encephalon dive?
That's impossible. None of you were connected.
If Cosmos Oscillation Pulse caused a countercurrent to flow through the dive unit, it's not inconceivable. The ones we use are non-contact types, after all.
Even if that were the case, the simple dive unit couldn't handle that great a load. There would have to be some other external force.
I've been waiting a long time for all of you.
Regardless of how we got here, this is Cosmos mainframe. Our memories found a common resonance within her, and resulted in the creation of this world. That's what it feels like to me.
But I don't remember ever being in a place like this.
I wonder if perhaps memories, in other words, events that occurred in the past, become stronger, more selective, and gain a higher priority when they resonate with others that share identical axes in time and space. If you think about it in those terms, it isn't quite so odd that both my memories and those of Alan are not reflected here.
So, what you're saying is, this world is constantly changing based on the experiences people share in time and space?
A world made up of our past, as glimpsed through the mind of Cosmos.
So, it's all an illusion?
There's no difference between illusion and reality to the person experiencing it. This is no illusion.
All right, let's go.
Rubido, it's all dark. It's kind of cramped in here.
I know. Just shut up for a second, will ya?
I'm scared. Turn the light on.
Cut it out! Quit moving around so much! Ow!
Sorry. Quit pushing, stupid.
What is this place?
We must have messed up the connection coordinates.
Albedo, you stepped on my foot in there!
Huh? I did not.
Uh-huh. That's us 14 years ago.
It wasn't me. It must have been Negredo.
No way, that was your foot!
That girl is our contact target. The coordinates were correct.
Your foot!
That girl, she's looking at us.
I'm sorry.
You guys.
Next time, we'll come in through the door.
Wait!
Huh?
You guys. You can hear what I'm saying? I'm so happy you came.
Dimitri, are you sure those boys are going to be able to help with Sakura's treatment?
I don't believe the condition your daughter suffers from is a mere natural disorder. Therefore, contact with the anti-Udu waveforms within the URTVs will be beneficial for her.
Hypersensitivity to the synchronicity of the UMN. We never had diseases like that when the universe was still small.
UMN dive operation, phase 6 complete. URTV team commencing dive out, starting from number 660. Now opening dive pods.
That girl gave me a message. She said, please tell my mother that I love her. What else? She said, I got a seashell treasure box for my birthday last year. You tell my mother that, she'll understand.
So, the wavelengths matched up.
You were able to talk to Sakura? So, what's your name?
Rubido! I mean, URTV unit number 666.
Rubido, please keep telling me the things she says. All right?
Yes, ma'am! Sakura... She really can't talk in this world.
That's right. The neural pathways that recognize the outside world and allow her to express herself have been completely severed. Her electric potential pulse control was determined to be unstable, but neither medicine nor nanomachine-based glial supplements had any effect.
It's weird that restoring her membrane electrical potential didn't do anything.
Yes. But now your waveform, the particular wavelength you possess, is making up for her deficiency.
I hear my dad is researching treatment for me too. He's making a realian that's a lot like a human, and he's gonna make it so my senses are always linked up with it. That way, I won't have to make my mom sad anymore.
Sakura, you sure have nice parents.
What about you? Your dad is Dr. Yuriev, right? Don't you have a mom?
Yeah, we have one. Genetically speaking, anyway. She had a healthy ovum with a perfect set of chromosomes. That's all we really know about her.
How come you're not looking for her? Don't you want to meet her?
What's the point? So I can say, hi, you're the mother of a bunch of genetically engineered bioweapons?
Don't say that. You're not a weapon. You're a wonderful boy.
Oh, yeah? The only time we can leave the Institute is when there's a war going on.
Hey, Rubido. I have a favor to ask of you. My little sister is gonna be born soon. She's kinda different from a normal sister. I mean, my mom won't be giving birth to her, but... my mother and sister. I want you to look after them for me, okay?
Okay, if she's your sister, I'll look after her. Like she was my own.
You promise?
Of course, leave it to...
Good night, Rubido. See you tomorrow.
So you practice along with her piano. If you're that interested in her, why don't you just stay there in virtual space? I'm sure she'd like that too.
It's not like that.
Your concentration's been slipping lately, Rubido. It's almost time for our training in the Udu simulator. You know that, right?
Hey, I know all about it. I'm the Link Master. I'll fulfill the mission.
I can trust you, right? As long as you're here, I don't have to be afraid of Udu, right?
Of course. Pull yourself together. We're the variants. Your waveform's way beyond the standard URTV.
Pleased to meet you, number 666, Rubito. I am URTV number 668. You may call me Citrine.
668? I've never seen a female type before.
Don't be so surprised. The original fertilized eggs had both X and Y stock. I am an X-type, designed to preserve the egg's mtDNA. We'd be in trouble if the project hit a dead end with nothing but just use simple Y-types.
I'd heard there was a girl's ward somewhere.
I thought the missing number was dead.
It's certainly true that a lot of units were disposed of. Unlike you male types, we have only 9 female types remaining. It's a shame, because theoretically we are superior.
Disposed of? Who do you think you are?
And just who do you think you are, Rubito? We aren't normal children, you know. Even if we lost control of our waveform and died, we wouldn't have the luxury of complaining about it.
I can't stand them. Shh. Just look at them. They don't even have wills of their own. All of them together just form one collective consciousness. Why is everyone up to 665 like that?
The standard types have weak anti-waveforms. It's not their fault they were born that way.
Yuck.
This is not a drill. You will initiate a UMN dive into the subconscious domain of the sleeping patient and repair her sensory impairment. This mission will also serve as valuable anti-Udu training for you.
Your descent target is a white beach. This beach is a subjective image, created by the patient that exists below her consciousness. Within it lies whatever is obstructing her neural connection. We want you to identify and eliminate it.
The beach?
I've never been to the beach.
We'll definitely have to go sometime.
Why are you the leader? Number 666? You're a variant. You're a monster. Shut up, you losers! Don't make fun of Rubito! Your power doesn't even come close to his! That's enough, Albedo. They're not our enemies. It's all right, Rubito. We both believe in you.
So this is the fear that Sakura holds.
Look out! Behind you! What is this thing? Get out!
They ready? Let's spread out a cycling and take care of this. Rubito, look! The waves. The waves are coming. Hey, what are you talking about? No!
been infected, but we're not even inside the Udo simulator. I told you to leave Rubido alone! Variants aren't monsters! You guys are just weak!
Stop it! You'll kill him.
Rubido? Don't look at me like that! Rubido! What?
What were you thinking? Number 623's badly injured.
Is that what this is about? All he's gotta do is just regenerate. What's the problem?
Regenerate?
Regenerate. Like this. See?
You idiot! Don't you ever pull anything like that again! If you die, you can't come back to life!
You mean... Are you saying... you can't regenerate?
Of course not!
That's a special ability only you possess.
Only me? You're both gonna die and leave me behind? No! I don't want to be alone! If you die, I want to die too!
Stop it! Don't say things like that! Now you're making me sad too!
Rubido, don't leave me behind!
What is he doing?
I don't know, but ever since that day, ever since Albedo learned he couldn't die, he somehow started to change.
Really?
We didn't understand. There was no way we could have understood. We couldn't know what it felt like to have a body that wouldn't die.
Death is rest for the soul. Who was it who said that? If the body did not die, and the fears born in the mind just continued to pile up, the world would be nothing more than an eternal prison.
Old man. In the beginning, Albedo and I were one.
Because you're both from the same fertilized egg?
No. He was literally attached to my back from conception until the 28th week. His heart was attached right around here.
What?
Occasionally, due to incomplete cell division, twins are born sharing some portion of their internal organs.
That's right. Her special abilities, the power to halt or stimulate cell growth, are both based on the same basic principle. But after we were split apart, our powers headed off in different directions. And that's why I shouldn't have just abandoned him.
Junior, couldn't you try? Just one more time? To approach him?
Well, you know, we're both pretty stubborn.
Commencing with neural monitoring of unit number 666. Membrane electrical potential, stable. Spontaneous brainwave frequency of number 667 shifting from 20 to 28 Hertz.
Calm down, children. Don't get flustered.
Stabilized, 8 Hertz.
That's better, just like that.
So these are the URTVs.
Dimitri, will they be all right? I don't want to hurt these children, even for Sakura's sake.
I'd heard they were young, but I didn't expect them to be this young.
You're pretty sentimental for a soldier, Helmer.
I believe a soldier's duty is to protect human life.
This time, Sakura will be with you too.
Sakura! There's nothing here today. If we run, we'll be at the beach in no time. Why not? Let's go. First, we'll cure your illness, then we'll go to a real beach.
Rubido, look! Rubido, it's a trap! Rubido, no!
You're just like us.
Like you?
Codename Red Dragon. A useful yet dangerous creature with the potential to lose control. Our duty is to manage and subdue the Red Dragon's violent nature. Don't you think it's strange? The way you don't react to the Udu simulator?
Oh, you don't mean...
That's right. Red Dragon. Red and precious.
Negredo, come here.
No! I'm abandoning my mission! I won't follow your orders anymore!
Xian, are you feeling joy?
Joy? Yes. I'm happy. Very happy.
Happy?
I feel fulfilled.
By this memory?
Yes, it's a wonderful memory. The days I spent with him. Feelings of warmth. I want to stay like this forever.
Forever.
Even if I were to be born again.
Eternally.
Over and over.
Over and over.
Over and over. But...
It can't be. That's impossible. Jin!
What's wrong, Xian? It can't be.
But it is. There's no mistaking it. That's Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos? From Miltia? Wasn't it destroyed during the conflict?
Yeah, I can't believe it either. But there's no doubt about it. If that exists, that means we're on Miltia at least 15 years ago.
Do you mean we're in the past?
I don't know about that. We were in the past when we dove into Cosmos' subconscious.
Guess that might be possible as well.
Gunshots!
Over there!
Let's go.
Jin!
Quiet.
Damn it. I can't die before I rendezvous with the main unit.
Those are combat realians. Looks like they're against Federation soldiers.
What do you want to do? It's not going to last long.
We can't just abandon someone who's hurt. Let's help him.
Who the hell are you? Drop your weapons. I'll shoot you if you don't follow...
It can't be. Lieutenant Virgil? Where am I?
This is hopeless. Without a transplant of the actual base tissue, we can't save him.
Please, transplant my organs. That should compensate for what's missing.
Is that Feb? Oh, that's right. It's Lieutenant Virgil's surgery.
No. Think what that would do to you. We can't lose a valuable Realian to save the life of one soldier.
Our cells should have affinity for each other. I'll be fine. Please, help him.
You two, what are you standing around for? Upload the test subject's personal patterns to Central.
What? Yoki Mizrahi?
Didn't you hear me? I told you to upload the test subject's personal patterns.
Oh, yes, sir. Let's see. The test subject's personal data.
Hurry!
Yes, sir. Currently cleared through list 177, list 281, 15 left until upload is complete.
Were you just assigned here?
Yes, sir.
I see. I'd heard I was getting new assistants. How's list 281?
Yes, sir. List 281. This is a list of patients in the hospital.
Is it done yet?
Oh, list 281, clear. Upload complete. What are these test subjects?
This is the data from test subjects capable of linking with vessels of anima. We're going to control their fear and perform a Zohar connection experiment. Weren't you informed?
No, I'm sorry.
Chief, look! Vessels of anima!
Yes, but why here?
I have no idea. And what does he mean by linking people to vessels of anima?
Look at this. It's the Zohar.
You're right.
Looking at this, it appears the vessels of Anima serve as a mediator to approach the Zohar.
I thought they were the power reactors for the ESs.
Actually, they're transmitters. No, more like translators. Their power is the byproduct of acting as mediators between people and the Zohar. They were calibrated here, and what we were using was the finished product. But this data, I wonder why they needed to relay it through Realians.
He said something about controlling fear. Maybe that's related.
I wonder.
Chief, look.
Mom's name. Why is she on the list of test subjects?
You there!
Yes, sir.
Go fetch my assistant, Kevin Winnicott. I want to know Febronia's condition.
Kevin Winnicott?
Does he mean our Kevin?
What's the matter? Hurry up!
Oh, yes, sir.
What is going on? This is the first I've ever heard of Kevin being here. I wonder if it's just someone with the same name.
This is the first I've heard of it, too. Kevin didn't tell me what he did before he joined Vector. But his Hilbert effect theory and his knowledge of Realian architecture makes sense if he was Professor Mizrahi's assistant.
How dare you barge in here without knocking?
You're...
Have we met before?
No, are you Mr. Winnicott?
What? Is my name that unusual?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Professor Mizrahi is calling you. He wants you to report on Febronia's condition.
Oh, it's already that time? Understood. I'll get things ready. Tell him I'll be right up.
That boy is Kevin?
His face looks similar, but he doesn't have the same temperament.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure it's him. That's Kevin. So he was involved with UTIC.
Chief! Chief!
What?
Look at this!
Outline of the managing OS for a weapon system to combat the Gnosis phenomenon. The effectiveness of a human-modeled weapon for Gnosis combat? Basic theory of a strategically multiple operation system that obeys the rules of order? Hey, this is Cosmos' basic theory. Excuse us, we brought the data.
Set it down there.
Dad?
We're pressed for time. What's the status of the link with Febronia?
Values on the test subject side aren't stable. Febronia probably hasn't fully recovered yet.
Some amount of stress is acceptable. We'll continue the experiment.
Mom!
You there. Forward the analysis data log. I want to confirm the error in sequence 306.
What is this? Mom is being used in an experiment?
What's wrong? Hurry up and confirm the data.
Isn't she a member of your family? What kind of experiment is this? How can you use a member of your family as a test subject?
Chief!
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the atrocity of using a member of your own family as a test subject. And not just her. How many others have you people done this to?
They're here because it's necessary. That's all there is to it.
How is it necessary? Have you even studied this personal data? It's clear that they're suffering subconsciously. How can you use the sick and injured like this?
Nonsense. That's just an issue with the numbers. You merely see what you want to see. She doesn't feel anything. She doesn't say anything. This is nothing more than peripheral nerve reflexes.
You're just distorting the truth to rationalize what you're doing.
What? You're the one who's distorting things. To begin with, since when does a mere staff member like you have the right to criticize this project? Know your place.
Daddy?
Huh?
Shion, how many times do I have to tell you you need permission to come here?
Oh. But I'm worried about Mom's sickness.
Today isn't a visitation day. You know that. Now hurry home. Leave Mom to us.
But...
Shion.
I'll escort her out.
You?
Yes. I'm sorry for how I acted. I'm fatigued and a little emotional right now.
I see. Yes, please take care of her.
Come on, Shion. Let's go home. I'm sure your mom will get better soon. See all these doctors with her?
Yeah.
Your house is in block B32, right? What's wrong?
I don't want to go home yet.
But your dad's gonna be busy with work until late.
The soldier.
Soldier?
I want to visit the hurt soldier.
Oh, you want to go to the church?
Yeah, I'm going to bring him flowers.
I see. Okay, let's go.
Follow me. There's flowers in the garden outside. Here.
They're pretty. Did you grow these yourself?
Yeah, Feb gave me seeds. You know what? I'm gonna grow tons and tons more flowers and make Mom happy.
Yes, I'm sure she'll like that. Now, shall we bring some flowers to the soldier?
Yeah!
Are you slacking off at your job and playing babysitter now?
Mr. Winnicott, this is part of my job.
Oh, excuse me. Still, I'm surprised to see people leisurely planting gardens in the middle of a war.
It's at times like this when we need them the most. Is there something wrong with engaging in productive activity to counter the unnatural destruction of war?
Placing one against another and fighting is a defining aspect of human beings. Resisting it is unnatural.
Your name is Kevin Winnicott, correct?
You're a strange woman. Is my name that unusual?
Are you really Kevin?
Come on, let's go!
Oh, right. Let's go to the church.
Let's pray now, Shion. What are you gonna pray for, Feb? For my dear sisters. Please grant them a wonderful future. I see. Will I get to play with Cecily and Kath again? Yes. They're both looking forward to seeing you again. What are you going to pray for? For Mom to get better soon. And for the soldier to get better too. That's a good idea. Let's pray together.
Losing control of Realians is an ingenious plan. A Trojan horse planted by their leader. It's an amusing scenario, though not a particularly flashy one.
It was Winnicott's idea to make Mizrahi into a scapegoat. He's quite the tactician for his age.
Did you hear that the transport carrying calibrated Realians was attacked by the Federation?
Oh, I just lost a few Realian units. It won't affect the project. Although I am concerned about the Federation's next move.
We know all the details of their descent operation. We'll be able to buy time until our VIPs are able to retreat.
Good.
So have you deciphered the Y data?
No. I've found some file fragments. But he won't tell us a thing about it. I've got Winnicott trying to get some information from him. But who knows how it'll go.
As long as the Zohar activation succeeds, we can deal with the rest later.
What's the plan?
We'll pick you and the others up along with the Zohar.
I won't hold my breath. If it comes down to it, I can lift the whole Song of Nephilim into space.
Oh good, you ate it. Did you like it? You look like you'll be well enough to go outside soon.
That kid's not here today?
Xion? She went to pick flowers.
Oh. You mind if I ask you something?
I'll do my best to answer.
Why did you save me? I'm your enemy.
I guess you are, but that has nothing to do with me. I just wanted to save you. I didn't care about anything else.
That doesn't make sense. I came to this planet to dispose of you Realians. You could be executed for saving me.
All that mattered to me was saving you.
I don't understand that at all.
Is it really that strange to want to save someone's life?
I've been ordered to kill Realians. To a soldier, orders are absolute.
There's nothing more important than life. Isn't that true for both soldiers and Realians? I want you to live. And because of it, we are here, together. Why don't you get some sleep? You need to regain your strength.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay?
The food was delicious.
I'm glad you liked it.
Well, I'm impressed they can grow in a place like this. Guess they haven't died yet.
No, they won't die. I water them every single day and give them fertilizer.
Oh, I see. Well, there's no guarantee that they won't die in the future. I don't understand it. Why did you want to plant them here? You could have planted them in the flower bed in the rear garden.
Because that's too far away from Mom's room. This is closer to her room. And that way Daddy can see them too.
I can't really see Supervisor Uzuki having any interest in flowers. Listen. You need to understand how the world works. For humans to live, we have to conquer, and destroy, and eat other organisms. That's the most basic function of an organic being. I'm sorry, Xion, but there's no point to what you're doing.
But that's not true. When pretty flowers are in bloom, they make everyone feel happier. Even my daddy.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Even Feb said so. And that's why I planted them here.
Huh. I don't get it, but if you say so.
Hey, if you're gonna just sit there, then give me a hand. Water those flowers over there.
What? Why should I have to do that?
Because you aren't doing anything. Stop complaining and help. Go on, do it.
Hey, quit it! That's cold. This is all your fault.
You're all wet.
This just isn't my day. Well, what do you want me to do?
Water the flowers there. Oh, and this one too. Not like that. You have to be more careful. Otherwise you'll hurt them.
How can I hurt them? They're just flowers.
No, here. Give it to me. I'll show you how.
Xion!
Coming! Here, make sure you water them, okay?
What? But, hey! Fine, whatever.
I don't care about you obsessing over that doll of your daughter, but I can't have you forgetting the real objective. The operation has already begun.
You and Winnicott formulated it. I don't see why you need me.
I'm going to take over the management of this experiment. If you've lost your nerves.
Do as you wish. It's no longer my concern.
Is that Joachim Mizrahi?
Daddy!
Momo!
Who are you? This isn't a place for children.
I'm sorry. I got lost.
You're not very good at lying, young lady. Do you think you could give me a hand?
Oh, okay. What kind of research are you doing, Professor?
Actually, I'm making a Realian like you.
What? I'm not a...
You don't have to hide it. I can tell. I lost my daughter to illness. I thought that if I could retrieve her consciousness, I might be able to return her to life. So I studied the UMN, the Zohar, and Udu for that purpose.
Reviving the consciousness of the dead?
Yes. The Unus Mundus network, just as its name implies, is a collective subconscious that's existed since the moment the universe was born. It's a fundamental part of nature. Through my research of the Zohar, I discovered the existence of what appears to be human consciousness within the UMN. Consciousnesses are born from the UMN, and they return to the UMN. If I could discover that process, I could fulfill my wish. But my daughter's consciousness has disappeared. The new consciousness, which is growing, is not hers.
Oh.
But I think that's all right. This child will surely become the hope of all Realians. That hope may become a way to stop the looming threat of the expansion of the universe. Our second daughter. I'm sure Sakura would have wanted that.
Her name was Sakura?
Yes. My wife and I came up with the name together. She was a cute child just like you. This world must continue to exist for you and others. I must stop them.
Who?
Oh, I'm sorry for making you listen to the ramblings of an old man. Now go. I'm sure there are people worried about you.
Daddy!
How is it progressing? Lord Heinlein is concerned.
Lord Heinlein? I thought this project was under Lord Sergius's jurisdiction.
Lord Sergius is only interested in Proto-Omega. It's too powerful a toy for that fool.
So, while the Federation is easy to deceive, Ormus leaders are less likely to be fooled.
The Federation's operation will soon begin. The system must be activated at the same time.
The project has already entered the final phase. Dr. Sellers is in charge of the system. I'm calibrating the vessels of Anima.
The artifacts of God scattered throughout space with the disappearance of lost Jerusalem. Our objective is to return them to their proper form so we may return to our Holy Land. That is the reason the Zohar and the vessels of Anima were created.
So, that's the Zohar.
Yes. The Zohar and the vessels of Anima were once one whole. No, would be better to say that they were intended to be one whole. I understand that the link experiment has been delayed. Perhaps this project is beyond Ms. Rahi's capability, Supervisor Uzuki.
Professor Mizrahi isn't the reason. We have to be careful since Fabronia is the only usable transgenic type unit we have.
She's still disposable. We can always make another.
Why do you insist on using Realians? You could use those patients for the experiment.
Because of fear.
Fear?
Unlike humans, Realians feel no fear. That's why we can use them.
I've heard that Realians feel fear as well.
All things fear their own death. But Realians are strongly connected to each other by their subconscious. They never reject each other. Even if their body disappears, they are still connected at the subconscious level. That's what makes them different from people.
In order to control the Zohar, we must use Lemegeton and convey human will from the vessels of Anima via the UMN. But that results in direct contact with Udu, and Udu invokes primal fear in human beings. Humans reject others. Those who are rejected are overcome with fear of isolation. That fear is even stronger than that of death, since humans are weak. If we had the original source of the Lemegeton, then things might be different. But we are limited in what we can do with this emulation that's based on incomplete data. And because of that deficiency, we've already wasted one transgenic type unit.
Lemegeton?
The Realian consciousness unavoidably suffers stress, since it acts as a wall to suppress the human fear of Udu.
At any rate, we'll take care of the problems. There's nothing to worry about. A certain company has agreed to support us as well. Of course, it's all unofficial.
Vector, I presume. Is it safe?
All that matters are results. That's the only thing any business cares about. But if that Lord Sergius learns of Vector's involvement, he's not going to be happy.
Then he won't know. And we will have a new master soon enough.
I'd be careful saying things like that, Commander. The walls have ears, you know.
Amazing.
Look at that! This is Simeon!
Zebulun and Dina's names are here too.
There are 11 cages containing vessels of Anima. Simeon, Dina, Zebulun, Reuben, Levi, Issachar, Gad, Joseph, Dan, Naphtali, and finally, Judah. Of those, there are 3 capable of being operated as ES craft. And as you can see, Asher's cage is empty.
Wait a minute. What's going on? The ESs were developed at Vector. What are they doing here?
It's just like what Margula said. Heinlein from Hyams and Wilhelm of Vector oversee the weapons at this facility. The two of them may have made some sort of exchange, which just might have involved the vessels of Anima. Backdoor weapons deals are so common these days, even the tabloids wouldn't bother printing anything about it.
Winnicott!
Supervisor Uzuki, what do you want? If you need to talk, couldn't it wait until later?
What's the meaning of using the 27 series Asura? Those are solely for experimental use. They're still unstable. If they go out of control, we won't be able to rein them in.
And their combat abilities will be as expected. That's all that's needed.
That's absurd. They can't distinguish between an enemy and an ally. Are you planning to use a weapon that can only cause indiscriminate destruction?
When the Song of Nephilim becomes operational, everything will be resolved by the awakening of the Zohar.
You're going to use the Song of Nephilim that was born from the Lemegeton translation? You must reconsider. There's still time to stop both the 27 series and the Song.
There's no other way to activate the Zohar. The Descent troops have already reached the city. If we don't use that system now, all of our efforts will have been for nothing. Isn't this why you betrayed the Federation?
No,
know? You sacrificed your own wife in order to save your daughter. Why hesitate now?
You couldn't possibly understand. I had no choice.
That's right. For the realization of our ideals, there is no other choice. Milsha's sacrifice cannot be avoided.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's the beginning of this planet's nightmare.
The flowers are all dead. They are all dead.
I told you, there's no point in this sort of thing. This isn't going to make anyone happy.
That's not true. If more of them bloom, everyone will notice.
You're wasting your time. They'll just get trampled again.
No, they won't.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna get seeds from Feb.
No one has the ability to lead others to the truth. Our powers are too limited. Only those who possess divine power can accomplish that.
The staff and test subjects are already being moved to the evacuation shelters. We'll also seal this block just in case. You should evacuate immediately as well.
Commander Margulis, what happened to Fabronia?
I heard she went outside.
What's she thinking at a time like this?
There's no need to worry about that prototype Realian. We have all the data we need. Still, the Federation's advance is faster than I expected. And their numbers are great. I don't see any sign of our defensive troops being deployed yet.
There's no need for concern. Proto-Omega is going out to intercept them.
Proto-Omega? You're going to use that?
It is the will of Patriarch Sergius. And this time, the 27 series will be deployed as well. If they're as capable as you've estimated, the Federation soldiers will last only minutes.
You're a fool to jump ahead like that. The 27 series isn't ready yet. You must reconsider.
Winnicott is the one responsible for the design, and says they're ready and will perform to expectation.
It's true that their capability itself far exceeds that of previous combat Realians, but those things can no longer even be called Realians. They're dangerous even to us.
It doesn't matter. By using them, we can obtain even more accurate data. Besides, we've already completed preparations to use the Song of Nephilim. Once the Zohar is activated, the Federation will no longer be our concern.
Are you all crazy? Professor Mizrahi canceled the Lemageddon translation work. Do you really intend to use the incomplete song? It'll destroy this planet!
Why do you hesitate? Everything we've done is for our ideal reality. That's what this project is for.
Margulis.
I can't leave things to that madman any longer. I'm going to do as I please as well.
Nah.
Song!
It is the Song of Nephilim.
It's a requiem of the end. Song of destruction.
Then we need to hurry. There's not much time left.
Pew 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 boom clank 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 swoosh.
Hi, we are looking for the UR test vs.
For no particular reasons.
Hey you, fuckboy.
We're rivals now.
Okay, I believe you. Whatever. Here, take this copy of the Y data that will be retconned later and then never brought up again. Let's just pretend this never happened.
Sorry.
No way. It can't be.
Junior?
No doubt about it. They're URTV. All right. Open spiritual link. All URTVs, match your individual waves to mine. Here it comes.
I'm scared, Rubito. Don't let go of my hand.
Concentrate, Albedo. Just do it like in training and you'll be fine. What the? Rubito! Emergency cutoff! Shutting down spiritual link! I know what I'm doing. Even though we think of them as mental waves, the resulting anti-particle collision with us will be converted directly into thermal energy. Ted knew everything. That bastard! The link is already complete. We can't stop it.
No! Rubito, don't let go!
No! I'm cutting the link!
Don't let go!
Every single one of them's infected!
Rubito! Where are you? Rubito!
Guinan? Albedo.
The song is mirror, mirror on the wall, show me, define me. I am the infinite telomerase. I am not an anti-existence. I am the perfect chain.
Are your wounds healed?
Yeah, sure is noisy outside. Did something happen?
It looks like there's a battle going on.
A battle? The Federation descent operation. You aren't going to fight?
I'm not made for combat, but if necessary...
I've seen Realians fight numerous times. I was taught that that's what they do. That they'll kill even children without any hesitation.
Unless instructed, Realians won't kill people or each other. It is you humans who issue that order.
So it's all the work of human beings, huh? You feel different than the others somehow. Different from normal Realians.
It's because I'm half human.
Half human?
Oh, Xion. What's the matter?
Fibronia, the sky, and the people!
They're combat Realians. This is bad. They're out of control. Stop!
Please take Xion and get away from here.
No! You can't reason with them!
It's all right. Don't worry about me. Hurry!
Fibronia! Stop! Don't! Get out of my way! Get away from her!
Run!
Stop it! Stop it! Bastards! This isn't what you were supposed to do! Stop it, all of you! You're no better than us! Hey, you think you can run? Can you run? Good girl. Now go. Get as far away from here as you can. But don't go to the city. Here, use this key. You can get to Labyrinthos from the forest. Go back to your family. You understand? Good. Now go!
Is this the result you wanted, Sellers?
What are you doing here, old man? Don't tell me you came here to stop this now.
Lemageton, the words of God, must not be recited. It isn't what we believed it was.
But it can activate the Zohar.
The analysis of the Zohar is incomplete. We must determine why it exists in this universe, or there will be no future for us. Surely even you know what will happen if you use it now in its incomplete state.
Heinlein doesn't care. It doesn't matter what happens to this planet, as long as we obtain the data. Or are you going to lecture to me? You who created this system? It can no longer be stopped. It has all begun.
Emergency alert. Due to an attack by Federation soldiers and combat Realians, this
Federation soldiers are already inside.
all employees
I've got to hurry.
data and test subjects in their respective sections and evacuate at once. Repeat.
Xion. That's a 27 series Asura! Xion! Xion! Get inside, quickly! Just hurry up!
Daddy, what are you doing? Daddy, open the
Jin. Jin! Damn it. He's not responding. Jin, if you receive this message, please come back at once. Save Xion. Hurry, there's not much time. Please, you've got to hurry. Jin!
Mizrahi, what are you doing? Don't be stupid. If you do that, we may lose control of the Zohar.
I know, but this is the only way to stop this phenomenon. I must save the universe, even if it means destroying this planet.
Are you crazy? Stop!
You and the others are the ones who don't realize what you're doing. That thing is beyond human control.
Are you upset because you failed to revive your daughter?
Failed? It's true that I was unable to bring my daughter back to life, but a new potential was born. For that, I will.
Stop! Mizrahi!
Watch closely. This is how I take my responsibility.
Mizrahi!
Daddy! Please, help me, Daddy! I'm afraid. Mommy, I'm so scared. Daddy?
Sorry. I couldn't. I still couldn't stop it from happening. I have to put it back. I have to put it back. It won't stop.
Xion.
I have to put it back. Or else Mommy's gonna go away. Put it back. Someone, please put it back.
Xion!
No, this isn't true!
Momo, I made a conscious decision to sacrifice this planet and its inhabitants to you. My sins will certainly never be forgiven. But if it means you will be born into a peaceful world, then so be it. I will gladly throw myself into the fires of hell. Hallelujah! And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged, every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast. They were cast into the lake of fire. And with it came about the second death, And whosoever not found in the Book of Life was cast into the lake of eternal fire! Sakura, I doubt I will go where you are. You will probably admonish me for that which I have done. Who's there? Yuli. I'm sorry. Please take care of Momo. Please take care of our child.
What is this? What is going on? Why are Gnosis...
Shion, look out!
Cosmos!
Activating the Hilbert effect.
No, this can't be happening.
Chief? Shion, you have to stay calm. Don't let it overpower you.
Jin, what is going on? This is a dream, right? I called the Gnosis. I made them appear, didn't I? This is some kind of terrible mistake, right? Tell me that this is impossible! Please! Someone tell me what's going on!
Shion, calm down!